welcome. Hello, listeners to the Highly Doubted Podcast. I'm your host, KQ Dog, and this is episode 126. We are getting into them unsexy number territory, I swear. Man, what a week. We'll get to me later. DB's in the building. What's good with DB? Oh, man, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Is that DB? I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I was so just caught up in my own this. I didn't see what the hell was right next to me. What something missing? Oh man, DB got the chop, man.
Yeah, man. Let him go for a little minute.
Now,
Let him go for a little while.
After we just had a glorious hair segment last episode, yes.
It's all good, man. Had a little identity crisis Saturday. Halfway through the day, started brushing that head. I said, you know what? It's okay. You look the same, man. You actually look younger. You know? Like I'm in my prime now.
Prime?
Yeah, you know.
Oh wow.
A lot of shit attached to my hair.
Got the glasses on
time,
today.
You know?
I don't know who I'm gonna be today. I got the glasses on today. DB is a new person. We might have to come with some questions, but my man's anyway.
Yeah, I'm like 25.
Oh man, see.
24.
24?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Those are reckless numbers right there, DB.
I feel like I run a 4-4 right now.
Oh wow, see what it do? You see what a chop do? See what a big chop do? That's crazy.
About 5 pounds lighter.
Thanks. You ain't got shit creeping in the back of your neck.
Nah, I ain't even worried about that. It was the sweat. You know, I work outside, so I was dealing with a lot of dirt and being hot. And trying to actually get time to get my hair done, to be honest. That was a big thing, but I shall return.
Man. That boy DB, new look, new him, fresh him. Willie is not here with us. She will not be with us this episode. She is doing things behind the scenes, getting things better for herself, like we always want to happen on any time. So yes, Willie won't be with us this week. Travis in the back. You know what I'm saying? Got my man Greg in the back. Saying the boys in the building.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to make sure y'all like, subscribe. Shout out to the YouTube watchers, to the Apple Podcast listeners, to the Spotify watchers and listeners. Y'all got the two options of watching and listening us at the same time. So, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? When both the boys here, we get two angles. We get two. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we definitely trying to grow every week, definitely try to be more consistent, trying to add more things to make sure it's more innovative and just nice to experience when you watch us and we're doing our thing. Man, with the topics we have today are really light, but this is one of those great things when DB and me get together. It's one of them things we can talk about sports, man. When the boys are chilling with no Whitley, we can talk about sports, and we're gonna talk about sports.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Basketball, the WNBA is expanding, right? The WNBA is expanding. If you guys have not been paying attention, the WNBA has been getting more national televised games. They have been getting more exposure, more headlines, more talking on ESPN, first takes, you know what I'm saying? And for good reason, because they're balling and they're now getting the just due that they deserve. And they're doing so damn well that they announced an expansion to Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. The Cleveland team will begin in 2028, the Detroit team in 2029, and the Philly team in 2030. I'm loving it. I'm loving all of this growth that's happening. And to be honest with you, from a sports take, you know, I don't know who in terms of the teams are doing what they're doing, especially, you know, in the NBA standpoint, but if they're doing what they've always been doing and now there's a surge of a conversation of expansion, then yeah, I'm here for it.
They just complained about equal pay in the WNBA, and they're gonna expand to 18 more teams.
I love Daryl when he does this.
Okay.
Well, see.
Make it make sense.
Well, hold on now. It's a historic moment.
These women get a percentage. These females, women, whatever you want to call them. Yes, they get a fraction of what NBA players get. Like put it like this: LeBron gets paid per minute what their annual salary is. Guarantee you. Per quarter, LeBron is getting paid at least $300K. That's the ceiling for them women right there. They hit the jackpot. And I'm not trying to be making
No,
fun of it, but it's
those
like,
are
damn,
the numbers. Those are
they
the
got to get
numbers.
paid too somehow. It's
Yes,
like
they do.
shit. I mean, it's been on the table forever. You talk about equal pay and women's rights and all that. By no means I'm not a women's activist or nothing, but like shit, they got to get paid at this point. And then you talking about expanding to 18 more teams? That's wild.
What if
Where the
there is
money? First of all, where the money coming
from these more nationalized TV games? Apparently, there's a surge of
Yeah, I watch
WNBA
them. It's pretty
jersey
cool.
sales, and not just you, Daryl Brown, but in terms of the cities that
Nah,
the cities that actually have the teams in there, they're now putting more profits into or paying attention to their team. So where the numbers last year, the last 2 years from the WNBA definitely looks different than what it does today. And the money that the surplus, I definitely say it's been a surplus since the last 2 years.
oh for sure.
Then in terms of where you choose where that budget goes, right? It might have been a conversation where the salaries have been pushed up so much so that we got a little bit more. So let's go spread the love to Philly.
No,
let's go spread
spread the love to these women that's getting buckets.
But see, this is where endorsements and everybody else is having these new ways of getting into where the salary is not the back breaking thing anymore for athletes.
It's for women, not athletes. For these women, that's exactly
For the
what it is.
WNBA, I feel like they
That's
have their
exactly what
own.
it
They
is.
have their own sponsorships. They have their own avenues to where they
But
get
they
their.
still complain about the money not getting paid what they should be.
I think it's a start. I think maybe if there are
So you
more
think it
teams,
makes sense to expand 18 more teams and not pay them more?
if you expand three more teams, it was Detroit, it was Philly, and it was Cleveland. If they were to expand these three teams,
expand to 18 teams. I thought I said expand to 8.
oh yeah, so now 18
apologize.
teams, 18 teams in total. They have three more teams they're additioning. They're going to add to 30-30. I feel like from a positive standpoint, if they're doing this for real, they're putting the numbers, they're putting the paper to the pad already in 2025. Then yeah,
Man.
they have an expectation for the teams to be successful. They may not be
Pay shorties. Pay shorties.
They're gonna pay them. They got the
I
money
don't
to
care
pay
about
them.
expanding
They breaking
damn
ground
team.
in these new cities, so they
Nobody
got
care
money to
about
break the
more
ground.
teams.
They got in terms of having their own arena, I don't know, but in terms of them breaking ground and having their own team, building a roster, another location where you can have the same facilities, if not the same.
You hear how much money you standing right now? That's a lot of money
That's
that you gotta put into that bullshit. Just pay them motherfuckers, and nobody give a fuck about these extra teams. Where these females coming from?
The college. What do you mean?
They ain't that damn good. They ain't that many.
Stop, Daryl. What I'm
like
saying is the window has opened for the female college window for more teams. You have more of an advantage, more of an opportunity to get into the WNBA with these expansion of teams, especially these three coming in the next 3 years. So yes, again, I'm on y'all. I'm with y'all. Definitely prosper, grow, get that money, and the money gonna be there, and the money gonna grow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna rival. Now I don't know about rival. Let me calm down. All right, let me say. I'm just saying, man.
We have a daughter. Tell her to go to the WNBA.
See,
I'm gonna raise her like Asia Wilson and Skylar Diggins.
You said my daughter or your daughter?
My daughter.
Your
the
daughter?
fuck I want to raise your daughter for like, in the WNBA?
I'm sorry.
My daughter.
I thought you had ambitions for your goddaughter. That's crazy.
I would raise my daughter.
Damn.
Now, if they would do all this,
what if they both? What if they both was growing up like that and they wanted to be?
Well, somebody got to be Jordan, somebody got to be Pippen.
So, what if it's Shaq and Kobe?
Well, my daughter's gonna be Kobe, nigga, for sure.
Well, all right. See, that's crazy. Not even on some, but in the ways of how he said his downfall. He was lazy. My baby ain't gonna be lazy. She gonna get so if she is doing what she's supposed to do, she gonna get more rings and more rings. She gonna get rings, but she gonna get more rings. I'm on that ass.
Yeah, that should be fire. But yeah,
they
need some money.
You done dwell it off of my main point. You see, realistically, Daryl, if you had a daughter, what sport do you think she would play?
Track.
Okay. A runner, a distance.
Fuck no, we don't run distance. Nigga. Let's sprint.
What does she want to run a mile? She run, she
Better
run
run
a
that bitch as
mile.
fast as you can.
Run a mile. I don't want to run no
Shit better
sprints. 100
be
meters. That ain't enough. That ain't
better
enough.
be under 5:30.
400 meters. That ain't enough. I need more. I need more time.
Under 5:30, brother.
Nah, man. But no, man. Shout out to the WNBA for doing that, making sure they are doing what they're doing. Speaking of college basketball, and yes, we're talking about college basketball. It is official. I had to make sure I looked this up before we got on the podcast. It is official. EA Sports is announcing the return of NCAA basketball, college basketball.
Listen to me and hear me. I don't even give a fuck no more about that game.
Really?
I ain't give a fuck about it since it first came out.
What you mean? Like college basketball?
Yeah, it was good back then because you had like KD and shit and all them, but now don't nobody care about these young boys.
I mean, technically,
they really not even that good like that. To be honest,
to be fair,
they're not, bro. I promise you.
I have a genuine question to ask.
For sure.
When Kevin Durant was playing for Texas and all of the stars like John Wall and them,
correct.
When you were in the midst of it, you knew who they were and you knew what they was finna do.
Correct.
Therefore, you bought the game.
Because there were a bunch of players like you said, John Wall and damn. I played with UNC as a matter of fact because I like them J's. Super smooth. You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, you had the John Walls and you had damn Kansas City when Kansas City was fire as fuck back then. And it's like you either play for Kansas City, Kentucky, or UNC. Now you can play for any fucking body at this point and just get a bucket and leave after 1 year. Like it was fun back then, man. Like, you actually had to play it, and people were actually good. Like I feel like people are just homing in on one aspect, one skill, and just like, okay, I'm gonna just leave. Like niggas is not good no more. Like, you don't got like LeBrons and Kobe's and KD's and shit like that. You got like Halliburton and shit and fucking and damn what's the dude's name? Shy Stop.
Shai Alexander?
Yeah.
Yes.
He does the same freaking moves every time. Oh. Like it pisses me off.
I thought we were doing praise.
No, I mean I am. He's nice. Don't get it wrong. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But it's like you gotta do something at some point, bro. It's like you can't always let these niggas go ham on y'all niggas, bro. Like y'all niggas in the NBA too, bro. Like y'all watch film as well. Y'all athletic as well, man. It's like,
what if it just goes to show the difference in the team? It just goes to show.
But sometimes it don't be the team. Sometimes it be individual performances. And it's like, again, you can't let a nigga like Jordan drop 50 on you all the fucking time. Or Kobe, nigga, we call Kobe because Kobe was cooking shit. Why would you allow another grown man year after year, game after game to cook your shit like that? See, I would be mad and I would just get in the gym and like, nigga, fuck that. Nigga, I ain't about to let Kobe stop me. I ain't about to let I ain't about to let Jordan cook me. I ain't about to let Kobe, like, come on, man. Like,
of course, I think you're speaking to all of the guys who were getting,
but then losing. I'm saying when it's like me, you on the team, right?
Right.
That's when it's like, hey, bro, shit, we got Kobe tonight, nigga. Shit, I need some help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Go under, go over. You know, simple
right.
shit, bro.
Right type shit. I got you.
Be open. But it's like double team. Simple shit like that. It's like and I just don't, for the life of me, I will never understand it. Because the same way I can say the same shit in football. Hey, man, this quarterback like that, man. You have to bait him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just simple shit, bro. Like, not saying you're going to win every time, but why were these niggas just going in like that? Even now, bro. Why did they let Shy go crazy like that? He ain't the biggest nigga on the court.
And
it's like, if he's fast, take a step back, dumbass.
See.
Play back to forward, not forward to back, if that makes sense.
Are you upset that they're not playing defense, or you're just not impressed with his game?
I'm not impressed with anybody's game like that. Like I'm impressed because it's like it'd be shitty defense.
Okay.
I'm not impressed because the defense is shitty.
Okay. Because that's where I was just trying to get the
like I feel like that. Okay. I like pure game. I like Jason Tatum.
Sure, yeah.
Jason Tatum has a pure game. It's not like he makes up bullshit. He actually plays. He reads the defense. And I mean, yes, everybody reads the defense, but certain people just be like, if it don't work, He's like, oh fuck it, they make up some dumb shit. He actually plays basketball and is a smart dude on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good game. I feel like that's a great game. Regardless of what anybody says about him, like I feel like it's a great game. He developed, he grew, he knows what to do. And I feel like, yeah, again, Shy is like he's good. I'm not like saying he ass. He's
Of
just like
course.
I just feel like he's very predictable.
There we go.
Very predictable. I feel like Jason Tatum isn't predictable. You don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. Same with Ant. You don't know what the hell Ant gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain people you don't know what they're gonna do. But I feel like with certain people like Halliburton, like even Dame, you know, that's one of my favorite players. You know, it's like certain players, yes, it's just down to skill and their craft, but it's like you know what they gonna do. You know what they gonna do. That's in any sport.
I get you, but that's where you have to just study film, know what you're doing, especially if you're the person defending this person who is that elite. But then also sometimes it comes down to you can't stop them no matter what you do. Jokic is was a person I was thinking of when Darryl was talking of. His game is not necessarily as versatile as as the next center, but you can't stop it. I mean,
Who?
Jokic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's different though.
his
Bro.
size. I get you. I know, but go ahead.
You gotta mix size and skill with that. And I'm saying Shy, whatever you want to call him. I'm not just trying to respect his name, but um, with him it's like, okay, I'm gonna put Ant on him. I'm gonna stick Ant on him all game. Who has at least 2 to 3 inches on him, and is just as athletic and can play just as well, and run that defense all game, and then y'all figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I'm not gonna say it's simple. It's as simple as that, but you gotta take a risk and try some shit. But I'm not about to let this man just go crazy like this and not switch it up and not figure it out. And it's like, damn, can't nobody stop him? Damn, he done drop 50 again. He done drop 50 again. They done drop 60. Like what?
I feel like this conversation is going to be interesting today because as of now, they've won the championship. He's a champion. Shout out to OKC for getting the first championship.
Sorry, just like with James Harden. You see that step back, nigga stopped that step back, didn't they?
It took a minute.
But nigga, they stopped it, didn't they?
Well, yes, they did. But
you see James Harden slowed down with all his scoring, right?
That's very true. But I was but that's where I was gonna say
that's a prime example.
I was gonna say shout out to I want to give them their flowers, right? Because that's what I was gonna get to. But what I was gonna say was let time keep going. Let next year and the next year and the next year keep going. Especially if they're still in the league, still healthy, no issues, right? And these rising stars start to come into prominence. He's a champion. And so now, but now the spotlight's on him. The spotlight's on him. And next year, you know, everybody's going to be looking at his game, their offense, their defense with a huge spotlight to where you know they can't do what they do last year. They definitely got to do more, do better, especially if the injuries don't fall in their favor like it did. Because the injuries is always a thing that messes with the tables when it comes to playoffs. Because not saying that they didn't deserve to win, but there are a lot of injuries in this damn playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say. Do we have any more topics about sports? Do we have yes, Netflix. So Netflix has announced something huge. I feel like at this point they're about to just start making movie theaters and only Netflix shit. Netflix has now announced their what would you call them? Their movie venues. They call them Netflix house venues. They'll be open in late 2025 in Dallas and Philadelphia. There is more. Where are you?
What is a Netflix house venue? Describe that to me. I don't want to see a picture. Describe it, please.
A Netflix house venue basically it shows a bunch of rooms with different types of themes that they're going to be housing in the venue. They say they will have interchangeable shows and movies, and each room will emphasize the vibe of those films or movies that they're showing.
Netflix.
Speaking of Netflix, also Squid Game has also it's come to my attention that Squid Game.
Bullshit.
Squid Game
Bullshit.
season 3 is here.
Bullshit.
Yes, it is. You think it's
Stop watching it.
You said what?
I stopped watching it because it looked like bullshit.
What you mean?
It looks like bullshit.
Nah, man.
Bullshit.
Nah, man. It's June 27th, so that definitely means it's already out. But yeah, so it's definitely the second half of what we watched. If you were watching it, the second season of the cliffhanger, and now we get to see how it finishes. And I'm ready. I've been ready. I'm ready to watch it, and I'm ready to talk about it. If no one else is here to talk about it, I'll talk about it. Whitley will definitely have watched it, so that'll be something we'll talk about.
Dun, 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 dun,
But yeah,
dun,
man,
dun,
definitely
dun,
shows
dun,
I'll be excited to talk about. Yeah, that's Netflix doing their thing. Basically, the whole house thing, man. They about to just start making their own little movie
Netflix
theaters.
is running it up because these
About to
rates.
make
I don't care about none of that. These rates are crazy, brother.
What do you mean rates?
Damn near $20 for Netflix now.
Oh,
outrageous.
The membership. I said, why do you keep saying rates? What rates?
Definitely used to be like what, $5?
Once upon a time,
Kuwait used to be the cheapest.
to come up, man.
Still is the cheapest.
You know, at some point in time, man, I gotta respect the come up, man. Especially.
I just don't like all these. But what I don't like is all these changes in the platforms. I'm not gonna lie.
What mean changes?
Changing the platforms, the layouts. I don't like that. I ain't gonna lie. The layouts are crazy. You gotta chill with that. Just let it be. Just chill.
They're trying to make it more innovative, man. Trying to edge it out the competition. They're making their own original movies, making their own original shows. They making more than the damn film production crews at this point, man. They about to start making their Netflix Academy, where they're about to have their own actors go through Netflix. Sign me up. Voice actors, sign me up. KQ, hey.
Speaking of Netflix, were you in that class with Miss English class when we went out to UNC Charlotte, and he was the owner or the inventor CEO?
I remember.
You remember that?
I remember that.
He had a very vulgar mouth. That's what I remember. Very vulgar.
I don't remember.
I remember that for sure. Wow. I'll never forget that. I don't know if it's the same CEO or owner or whatever he was at the time. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of entrepreneurs right there because that's when Netflix was. It wasn't. Damn, was it even out? It wasn't. It was out, but it wasn't like mainstream. It was just like taking over Redbox. Redbox was kind of just now leaving, and Netflix is on the uprise.
True.
And that's when he had a lot of entrepreneurs, like little kid entrepreneurs. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I do remember.
I just want to make sure.
We all went there. Yeah, we all rode together. Certain cars.
Yeah, for sure. But I remember his mouth just being very vulgar for sure. Sorry, it just popped up in my head. Yeah. Shout out to him though. It's just cool to say we met him, whether it's the former or the current CEO.
Hey man, listen. Shout out to that dude. Meeting important people in our lives, and just so we know it's 3 degrees to where we finna be great, and then we gonna get 3 degrees. It's always there. You know what I'm saying? We was there, and then we gonna be the ones that be there, and then people gonna be like, damn, we was there, we saw them there.
For sure.
It's just a cycle of Hot Data Podcast, man.
You did.
So listen, y'all, we have some wonderful content coming for y'all in the next couple of weeks, right? We're going to be having a good list of special guests. Okay, we're gonna have special people coming up in this podcast, talking their good, highly doubted story, talking about their business, their life, their story, chopping it up with us. But yeah, man, we definitely got some people, definitely got some attention. Definitely, caught the ears and eyes of certain people around in the city who want to sit down with us, and, chop it up with us, and we chop it up with them, and yeah, man, give y'all some good content, come together, partnership, collaboration, all that good stuff, man. So definitely be on the lookout for that in the coming weeks. As of now, you know what I'm saying, because we have some people that are in the building that definitely want to get their things together and get their things off. You know what I'm saying? We can switch over. I'm gonna turn the mic on real quick, but one of the boys behind the back, Greg, you know what I'm saying? Come up here, man. We're gonna talk to you a little bit, man. He wanna get his business out here. Hold on, let me get you right. Yeah, man. This is Greg. If y'all did not know, this is Greg, man. He be here. You know what I'm saying? He be here behind the boards, helping us get this podcast visually, so you can see our beautiful faces every time you see us. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, this is Greg. He was with me on a previous episode in the 60, 65?
Yeah, Geek Religion.
Geek Religion. Mm-hmm. Geek Religion. Yes.
Great memory, great
memory. Nah, but nah, man. This is his second time going around on the podcast, but his first time seeing him visually. But nah, man. Uh, you have definitely been instrumental in my career. Since the beginning. I don't want to rehash everything from the first time we talked, but man, you definitely been a very pivotal part of my career visually, especially with pictures, videos, and just ideas of getting myself out there, moving forward with the idea of my music and everything. But yeah, man,
Appreciate
how are you doing? How is things going on with you? What you want to talk to us and share with the people and bless us about?
Starting a journey, trying to get better in my photography, trying to get myself out there. It takes progress.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to build my portfolio up and trying to expand my knowledge and trying to help everybody out.
So, like, since the last time you joined us, last time you've been with us, what's new, man? Like, what things have you been part of that you weren't part of before that now you've now definitely acclimated yourself in?
Well, I guess the journey throughout for working on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do some things to figure out who I am as a person, not just a photographer, not just as a photographer or videographer or editor, but as Gregory Black, only Gregory Black. And also, there's like a journey that I had to go through from self worth and trying to find myself throughout them dark ages at this house. When we met, I didn't know about you, but then when I started getting into photography, you helped me a lot to actually grow. Got me in the studio, do better editings, and I appreciate that.
No doubt, dog. No doubt, man. I appreciate you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Greg, I got a question for you, man. What's been one of your biggest accomplishments so far with photography and videography?
My biggest accomplishment in photography is being better as I grow, learning new things. Because I journeyed through photography events, I did elevation and learned a lot. Then went to a new church. But when I was in elevation, I felt limited, like I'm not growing as myself photographer. Ever since that accident I told you about, it was like it was more like a wake up call for me to actually thank God I'm still alive, that I'm here now.
Amen on that.
It's like it was a scary moment, like facing death and all that stuff. I haven't been to church since last year after that accident, so I went back to work, trying to build myself up, my mind, my spirits, and me individually, who Gregory Black is. I thought about going back to elevation, but I just said no. I think my journey there is I haven't been to church since like over like past a couple of months until I started going there. That's when I became more like me while being limited when I was in my abilities. And I journeyed through it. So I do like my own self individual and something like that. My own individual building up as well, meeting new people and sharing my work.
So, what do you like to record or take pictures of? Like people, nature, cars, sceneries?
I'm very diverse of anything. It doesn't really matter to me.
What's your favorites?
My favorites is black and white. For some reason, I didn't like black and white, but after I did it a lot and then started like doing it more, I fell in love with it. So I don't even just do it. I just let my imagination, let myself flow. When I see stuff, let my imagination do the talking and just images like something like telling the story. What does it feel on the photo and what does not feel? It's like you had to look at photos because one of my friends, Craig, shout out to Craig, the one who got me that Sony.
Shout out to Craig, man.
So got me that Sony A64.
What's cracking, Craig?
I went through from a Canon, Pentax, all the way to Sony now, and I was on fire with that camera, like non-stop. Like it was like this was the camera that I needed to actually get myself more better. But when I did black and white, it felt like just more emotional story. Like,
when you say black and white, to explain that to the people if they don't know what that means. What's black and white?
Basically, like, how can I say this? back in the days when our parents watched them old TVs like that, they didn't have all that color like we got now as we're growing up. There has always black and white. That whole cut off like around 9 or something like that back in the day. Yeah, they really didn't have that much back technology, but it has a great story that actually is a good start before we went to colors. And then when black and white, like back in the old days, they didn't really have it. They had one of the cameras where you had just snap it off. But now camera has evolved. Now we can move from those cameras from films to DSLs to mirrorless, and also iPhones still. We got them iPhones. Yes, iPhones still. It's an evolution still for photography and people who are trying to get into photography. They don't know where to start. To be honest with you, I had to get the feel of it because you were my 1st model, and then and then progress. And when you left, I had to like birthdays, baby showers, nature, and church, and all that stuff. But then I did my first ever studio when I rented last week. It was the first time I ever rent a studio that actually did it. And then when I went to my first wedding, I it's more like a test to see if I still got it. See if I'm still that photographer I was back from the start.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a question because I know you more. I know you, and I. There's a pocket that I always want you to touch on when it comes to this, especially your photographer side. What if the mass Deadpool conventions, the conventions that come through Charlotte or that come to North Carolina because you travel. You travel to the convention. So what is that for you since the last time we've talked? How has that convention game been working?
Ever since we went back to Ichiban, I felt like home. But but be honest with you, I went to my first convention back in 2010. That was I forgot it. I forgot. It was a long time ago.
Damn, don't make 2010 sound so long ago.
Hey, I keep memories.
2010 is not that long ago.
I know, but to me it is.
It was.
It was a long time. But
My bad. Go ahead.
It was in Durham. That's when I started taking photos. And then I didn't do conventions till acquaintance I had. We don't speak no more, but that's a whole different story. You told me, but people move on and you journey elsewhere. You find where you plant your growth with people that will help you elevate your growth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Because if you carry dead weight, you're not gonna grow. But if you let them go, I look at it this way in my life. There's a time when you're gonna have to fly, and you gotta break those chains that hold you back. And when 2019 was my breaking point. And then went through bad relationships, and then when Ichiban came, that was like I was free.
And Ichiban is one of the convention that comes in Charlotte.
Ichiban Con.
When do those come? When does Ichiban come to Charlotte?
It starts in Concord,
my bad,
the Embassy Hotel. That was 2020, and I was on fire, bro. Like,
okay, on fire. I mean, like what? Taking pictures, just really getting the flicks,
and cosplay,
and
feel a lot. Like I was elevated. Like I was free, and then went to conventions, and then I went back. I felt like I'm still that same guy back here.
So, from a business standpoint, what is the business called? Right, your actual photographer business, and
Xavier Vision Photography is on Instagram, and there's my Facebook fan page.
With that business, and how has that been going? How has that been going since you started that?
Steady going. It's progress.
It's progress.
As to be honest with you, I had to motivate myself to actually get back into it. Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't buy that camera to collect dust. That was the camera that shouldn't be taken. Be in the bag collecting dust and all this. It should be taking photos, making art and all this stuff. When I went back to church, I felt more like me, gravitating to you know, how I was, and then when I get back in the conventions, I start feeling like, you know, back where I was. And then when I do like birthdays, still the same. From a business standpoint, it's a slow process. It may take a while, may shoot up, you may never know. It's like one of the things you never expected when you see it.
One thing I didn't ask you, I usually ask people this in the beginning of every type of episode, but give me, regardless of me, just something you went through. Give me a highly doubted. Give us a highly doubted story that you went through. A new one. If you I know you gave us one in the first time you came, but the second time, give us a new one. If you had any new highly doubted stories that made you really, think about what you're doing in life, and it brought you back to the camera, it brought you back to your passion of doing photography.
Like I said, I had to cut a lot of dead weight in order to grow, and I had to hang around with people that want to see me grow. You guys helped me see that.
Amen.
I took a lot of hits and bumps and trial and errors, and all that stuff. Yes, there's some criticisms on my part, but it helped me actually elevate myself to actually master my craft.
Amen. Amen. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm good. I mean, and Greg, but see, that's the thing, Greg is literally here. When you see me and you see DB and you see Whitley, Greg is literally here with the camera behind the back, you know what I'm saying? So he's always present, but that's really his testimony, his story about where he's at and where he's going, where he's came from, where he's progressing. Myself included, being one of his major components to his photography, and him as well being one of my major components for what I've been releasing the last couple months with my music and videos and photos. So especially the last one that people have seen on Instagram. So yeah, man, do you have anything else you want to say to the people? Last minute comments?
Always remember, follow what you know. Don't let anybody stray you. And always remember, keep God first.
Ooh.
And also, I don't care. I don't know who you are or what you've been through. There's always a light in that tunnel. And also remember, never lose faith in yourself. And never let people change who you are or what you become. Always remember, you keep God close and people that are closest to you, you can do anything in this world.
I'm talking about, fuck you! That's that shit! A nigga wanna put through, yeah!
You gonna cuss after you talk about God?
But I'm sorry.
Hey, he's excited.
I was excited. I got passionate. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's that Ray Lewis. That's that woo! Ooh! Yeah! You got that real friends, real homies, real ooh! Love!
I got this one quote that I remember.
But yeah, no, man. I definitely enjoyed that, man. Thank you, Greg. That was great. We were gonna say that. This has been the end. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to let y'all know. Y'all can get back with us next week. We will be back and we will be having more things to talk about. We will be having more ways of getting the conversation going, and we'll always have that highly doubted message for y'all. Again, I am your host, KQ Dog.
Later, guys.
We out. Bye. Oh, yeah. Good.